Send me away via subspace. Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. The corridors are narrow and the rations miss the mark as we fly like Xeno's arrow past the sparkles in the dark. I think of home and what I miss is picnics in the park. So send me away via subspace. Chat me a line or two, because though we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm coming home to you. Who's the guy who can conquer death? That's Joe Hughes. He plays for Nashville when he plays Minecraft. That's Joe Hughes. That's Joe Hughes. Bring on the creepers, bring on the flames. Here comes the legend, the bravest of brave. Fiercer than lions, more southern than you. He's conquered our hearts, and he'll conquer hell too. Joe Hughes. I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. Yes, I'm headed down to somewhere, got my pickaxe in my hand. I'm headed down to somewhere, God knows where I am.
Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I was due in Nashville, Tennessee. As you can tell, I am hanging out down here in slot, whatever this one is, 6 today. I'm not good at counting. That's why I got my abacus, which I can't get to right now because I had this drink in the way. Boom, abacus. We actually busted out the abacus today for Corinne to do some math. That was nice. So she was like, can I use this in the morning? And just leave this out here. And I'm like, no, I need this for my YouTube. She's like, well, maybe leave it out here anyway. I'm like, mine. Abacus. You can play with it when I'm around, but I'm not going to just leave it lying around for you to play with. That's how things get stepped on, broken. Daddy shares his toys, but they have to be respected. How are you guys all doing today? Dang it, muted phone. You're not muted. This is why we do a setup phase. You see the setting up stream now thing up there? That means we're still setting up, so I don't have to feel bad about noises like that. Okay. So, what are we doing today? I spent a lot of time yesterday setting up that transcoding machine, and then we had this threat of lightning storms. So I unplugged everything, and then I reset it all back up, because I was like, last thing I want to do is have this brand new computer get shredded by a lightning storm. So, unfortunately, I was hoping to be able to say, like, yeah, I ran the encoder on the first, 10 or so videos, and here's how long it took, and I was hoping to have a bunch of stats for you guys. But instead, it's just like, well, it didn't die in a lightning storm. So I'm still going to call that a win. It's just less reportable. Okay, I got a request here to sing the Mumbo Jumbo AFK song. So, let me just clear my throat. I'm going to mute while I clear my throat. It's fine that Mumbo is AFK while all the hermits are playing. I'm over here shoveling, and also there's Iskaldrian. Meanwhile, Mumbo is AFK. I don't really know where he went. I'm sure he's not at the bar. He's probably working on cars. He's got this hobbit that he won't relent. Always out fixing up cars. Do. Fixing up cars or checking out. Hey, everybody, subscribe to my secondary channel, number 2. It's got some pretty good stuff, and I bet that's enough. I filmed some things there for you. So there you go. There's the Mumbo Jumbo AFK song. I hope I was on key. I'm still warming up my voice. So there we go. Mumbo doesn't have a hobbit. He has a hobby. Screen says we're setting up stream. That's because we're still setting up the stream, guys. Stream's not all the way set up yet. Calm down. Andrew's so excited that Mumbo's AFK. I'm glad. No, I don't have a second channel. The Mumbo has a second channel he's always plugging, so that's the joke, is that this is the Mumbo Jumbo AFK song. Thank you, Crafty Moo. Indeed, I am hanging out down here in slot 6. I got my green screen. I got my brown terracotta. I'm just palling around, getting things done. Okay. So it's these blocks immediately adjacent the this part that I'm the most worried about. Why would it make a second channel for poetry and writing when this is my channel for poetry and writing? I just happen to sometimes put Minecraft videos up here. What's up? I'm doing well. So, trying to figure out how best to deal with this ravine in light of the terraforming that I've got to do. Go to Upgraded Sahara and buy something. I don't have any diamonds. I went mining for diamonds yesterday and I didn't get any. And the day before. It's just, all I got was lost. It was a bad idea, it turned out. Probably shouldn't have done that. Welcome, Cat Lord. Yep, Truman91, I'm hanging out down here in slot 6. Just hanging out. You know, hanging tough, staying hungry. You know, they stack the odds. Still we take to the streets, for we build with the skills to survive. We are setting up the stream now. This is our stream setup period. I'm just letting the stream get set up, making sure everything's working. Trying a few things a little bit differently, making sure none of them cataclysmically fail by just doing mundane things. Hey, welcome, Montel. Glad to see you. Welcome, Grace and Sunshine. Welcome, Sapphire. Welcome, Silk Ice. Welcome, Evanator. Welcome, Blaine Duck. Welcome, Sebastian. The roller coaster is partially finished. The traps aren't all in. Welcome, Simple Adventurer. I am just doing a little bit of terraforming before we get ready to do the next recording segment. Just trying to get as many blocks down as I can. I want to show progress this episode. Ba-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that from? Is that wedding song? Is that the wedding song from The Office? It was one of those all your base things. Okay. Yeah, I kind of feel like we want to have this kind of come down below here. Turbo takedown. Don't worry, I'm still setting up. I realize that a bunch of people freak out when they join the stream 4 minutes in because everybody else starts their stream with like a 15-minute timer or something, and then they join my stream and they're like, oh no, we already started, what did I miss? But as long as I leave this thing up for a few minutes, nobody will think they missed anything. I'm just trying to be considerate to my viewers. I'm giving the people what they want. Give me the viewers wanna watch my stream as I pursue this American dream of entertaining. Hey, no yelling in all caps, Andre. You're in timeout. Well, it's been fixing to storm all day, and finally it looks like we actually didn't get hit by any of the storms too bad in the part of Nashville I'm in, but it was one of those things where it was hanging over us like all day. It like looked like, okay, at any minute there's just going to be terrible thunderstorms opening up. So it's like nobody... I spent most of the day just like cleaning the apartment because I kept thinking like, oh, well, if we go out now, it's just going to start pouring. And the weather people were just like, well, basically, there's just a million tiny storms spinning up all over the place continuously. So we can't tell you when it's going to rain. It's basically going to be raining somewhere around here all the time. But where in particular is a little bit of a mystery. So... good luck. I'm like, thanks. Oh, my green screen got messed up. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, it was a productive day in terms of getting things cleaned up around the apartment, but not a productive day in terms of doing anything with computers because I kept thinking like, well, if the storm's about to hit, I don't want to have any of the computers plugged in. Is it school time in America? No, it's 8 o'clock at night here. People usually don't go to school this late at night. You see now why I didn't fill all the lava in before I started this. Okay, so... got a ton of dirt at this point. I'm gonna start taking everything that's not dirt out of this one, and then swapping it with dirt in other places. This is actually a better plan than you might think. Why are the seeds not stacking? There we go. Like, I'm sure that Scar needs a ton of dirt. He always needs a ton of dirt. I hear Scar, I think. I heard his fireworks. Whoa, a little bit of a lag there. Well, I don't see him anywhere. He must have been just flying past. Guys, I'm not going to go to Sahara. We're just going to keep moving all this inventory stuff around. This just seems like a reasonable mechanism for entertaining large groups of people. Ta-da! Are you not entertained? I am the entertainer, and I've been all around the world. Let's see. Yeah, I probably should consolidate some of these seeds and stuff down too. Dang it, horse. Thank you for being in the way. You hold on to that. Ooh, I actually will want to use those ink sacs. The name of the roller coaster, we came up with this last night. I mean, I came up with this last night. I'm proud of myself for coming up with this. The Roller Toaster. Right? Pretty good, huh? Welcome, New Jersey Coffee Junkie. See if Concorp is buying dirt at Dirty Deeds. I think they were buying mycelium. So, we'll go ahead and move some more of this dirt over. Yeah, a lot of this inventory stuff, I just don't have well sorted at this point. Nothing is reasonably sorted. Oh wait, should we take the iron out and cook it, maybe? That seems wise. Okay. Stream's still getting set up. Ethan Lowry just made the point that he feels like when men bother women, everybody makes a big deal out of it, but nobody cares when people bother men. Well, you know what, Ethan Lowry? Your comment was very ignorant, and you need to invest some time in things. You bothered me, a man, and I banned you. See, sometimes something does happen when you bother men. Next problem. Where's my next problem bell? There we go. The world is hard enough for a lot of people without you whining about things. Okay. I gotta get all these flowers consolidated too. That's another problem. Okay. Simple adventure. This is as small as the face camera gets. Well, Catherine Reed, if you think that you're so tired that it's unsafe, you should probably go to sleep. I can ban you too, just so that you don't feel like you'll be missed if you're asleep instead of here. I'd rather not, because you seem great, but I already banned somebody just now for being rude. So banning somebody who is endangering themselves by forcing themselves to stay awake just kind of seems like an act of compassion at this point. I don't know. I'm not always good at telling the difference between helping or hurting. So I do my best, but it's better if people take care of themselves so they don't have to be dependent on my judgment. That's just, I don't know. Hey, Garvin Dragon, thank you for the $5 donation. Okay. Appreciate it. Okay. That is our first donation of the stream. People keep saying make a new chest. No, too much work. I'd rather just kind of reallocate what we have poorly. Because I have bad judgment. I'm not saying this is a good plan. I'm saying I left the setting up stream now sign so that I don't have to act like I know what I'm doing yet. The stream hasn't really started yet, guys, so I don't actually have to be good at Minecraft until the stream starts. I can just hang out and be bad at Minecraft for a little while in a way that's pleasing to me. This is the pre-show. During the pre-show, anything can happen. There's no quality control on the pre-show. Well, have a good night, Matthew Sanchez. Okay. What is storage system? It's not. I'm just putting some dirt together to give to Scar because I don't want this much dirt. I'm just going to go give... I'm out of ideas. Did I empty this chest entirely? No, okay. I was going to put... Let's get 3 more stacks of dirt, and then we'll continue with what we're doing. Basically, every time anybody logs on for the next day or two, I'm going to ask, hey, do you need a whole bunch of dirt? And I wanted to be able to just grab the dirt immediately. Okay. Pro streamer stats. This is all about energy management, you guys. When you have a family that you got to take care of, and you got a lot of responsibilities, you got to manage your energy, you know? Okay. So, let's see here. I think that what we're going to do is we're going to empty our inventory, and we're going to make one more run to the desert to load up on brown terracotta. So, dark oak planks. Man, I'm really bad at all of this. I'd just like to point that out. Let's go ahead and bring Mjolnir's hammer with us and then dump all this other garbage. Okay. Wait, no, I needed those because I was going to make a chest here. Yeah, we'll leave the Fortune 3 pick. We've got our bow. I really want to leave some arrows in the chest here, just in case we need to shoot a pigman later. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Lieutenant General Clydell says, is the setting up stream supposed to be there soon? Yep, we're still setting up the stream. It's a lot less stressful for me in the pre-show, because I don't have to be entertaining. I can just goof around. Once I start the stream, I gotta, like, be mentally on. But right now, this is just chill Joe. Like, I've got a flower in my offhand. Because I can. Pre-stream. Okay. Ninja Shock on Mixer is over here freaking out that I play on the Hermitcraft server. Like, that's a bigger deal than the fact that my username on Mixer is Joe. Having the username Joe on Mixer was a lot harder to get than getting on Hermitcraft. But, I mean... Okay. I'm glad to be impressive any way I can for you. Oh, Ninja Shoe. Sorry. I see a wall of beautiful terracotta that I love. Gonna harvest it until the moon falls down. Now you might say, my Tennessean friend, what might cause the orbit of our satellite to end? And well, let me tell you folks, and let me tell you friends, I'm gonna harvest terracotta till the moon falls from the sky. And when it does, it'll probably be Doc M 7070I's fault. Don't ask me why, or how I would know that. You guys would freak out if Doc M, like, found a way to blow up the moon in Hermitcraft, right? Consider this foreshadowing and not a spoiler. Okay, I need to find... So, the problem is we're too far from the beacon here. It seems like we were within the beacon's range back here some. Where is it? Oh, it's all the way there. So, maybe we're going to have to go... Yeah, okay, so this is about as far as we can go. I mine down to grab brown terracotta. I really need it and I really wanna grab more brown terracotta. I really wanna. Yeah, my base cam is in front of the green screen so that my tank top can chroma key. Look, see, I got a green tank top on, and the green glass will chroma key. Why is chemistry nomenclature so confusing? How many significant digits are they using? What's the point? The decimal point have to do with it all. I studied chemistry all summer, and now I'll fail and fall. I studied covalently, but that info hasn't bonded with my brain, and I guess that I am growing quite despondent. They say it's elemental, but my freakouts are periodic, and I guess that my head's gonna hit the table. I feel moronic. Dang it, I'm outside the range of the beacon. Well, basically, Ninja Shoe, this guy that I barely knew contacted me on Skype and was like, hey, I've got this thing. It's going to be the next Mindcrack. Do you want to join? And I was like, I don't really need to be part of the next Mindcrack. That's not really my scene. And he's like, well, it's going to be great and it's going to be really fun. And if you don't like it, you don't have to stick around. I was like, is there a contract? I was like, is this a scam? I don't know. Because Hermitcraft had only existed for 5 weeks when I was approached about it, and I had no idea what it was. But it wasn't a scam. And I met some of my best friends through it, and it makes me really happy. Catherine Reed, I know you're not trying to be mean. I never thought you were trying to be mean. I'm just trying to protect you from yourself if you won't protect yourself from yourself. Which is not a position I want to be in. I don't want to have to protect anyone from themselves. That really should be left to the individual. Yeah, I was the first member of Hermitcraft that was invited to join. Everybody else was a founder when I joined. So I'm the original new guy on the server. And I still think of myself as the new guy. So I get into all sorts of weird discussions with some of the newer hermits where I'm just like, well, yeah, I mean, some of this stuff is just how it's always been, you know? And they're just like, yeah, but like, I mean, we can change it. I'm like, I guess, but this is like how it was before I got here. I'm not saying like, hey, I was here and I endorsed this decision and I'm supporting it now. Just saying like, I don't know. I don't consider myself an original Hermitcrafter, but people consider me one because I've been on the server for 7 years. Whoa. Thank you, A Skeleton. I appreciate the invitation to be arrowed. Well, that's probably enough for right now. Which direction did I come from? Dang it. I think this way? Yeah, there's my tower. No, I haven't seen Cleo's new road trip build. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a bad friend. The thing is, on the weekends, I try and spend as much time with my family as I can, and then, like, so it's like, yeah, I don't get to... The fact that I spend so much time making videos precludes me from spending as much time as I might like watching videos. So usually, like, I'll watch videos, like, while I'm waiting for the bus or something on the weekdays. Okay, well, we can't pick up the boat unless we drop the torches first. We just went the wrong way. Okay, I'm going to assume that's the real Kanye West and then block him, because he doesn't need to be promoting his rap albums on my channel without paying me. The Mining Mesa this season is out toward New Hermiton. Look at all this nonsense. That's kind of a lot, you guys. Okay. Person saying, hey Joe, check out my channel. Too bad I'm gonna come and ban ya. Actually, you were kind of nice before. I'll put you in timeout. Cub, do you need... Uh-oh, beverage is out. And I haven't even started the stream yet. Hey, Garvin Dragon. Thank you for the $5 who writes, Hortz wants to help message Cub. Indeed. That brings us up to 10 out of 20 toward our first face camera expansion. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we are going to put the yellow terracotta away and the stone. Then we're going to find where I put the ink, and we're going to make some black terracotta. And we're going to swing out here. Yeah, weight is basically how mass interacts with gravity. Somebody's like, I don't understand the difference between weight and mass. That's it. In the absence of a gravitational field, weight or mass doesn't really have any weight. But if you put mass next to other mass, well, enough mass gets together, you start getting some gravity going. Hey, it's Scar. Hey, Scar. Okay, so let's go get... See, this is why I put all the dirt in chests before, guys. So I'd be able to do this now. Uh-oh. Because that makes me nervous that that's not picking up. Dump that dirt. Okay, so we'll grab that one too. And what I'll do then is I will actually grab a bunch of extra dirt. Hey, Philip Fisher, thank you for the $20. That is going to move us $10. We are now $10 over our first face camera expansion milestone. So if you'll direct your attention down here to slot 6. Howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here, expanding as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm just going to hang out over here now in the lower left corner. See, now the face camera is the optimal size for a face camera, and everyone can freak out when people continue to donate, and it keeps getting larger. So, let's go ahead and... I was going to grab the stuff I needed to make some chests to... Dang it, horse. Okay, I mean, you can help if you want. There we go, oak logs. I don't know where Scar wants this wood. Dang it, Scar. Well, whatever. Dang it. Opposite of what I wanted to do. I think Scar is busy. He's in the middle of some sort of insane prank or something. He doesn't have time for good old Joe Hills. So, welcome Anna Galena. Azure Bluet. Does that make... It makes like gray dye. Is this legible? I want to see if this is legible. Okay, that's kind of legible. It'd be better with the white, though. I feel like we definitely had a yellow somewhere. The red wasn't legible. I think we tried the yellow or the red. That's kind of slightly better. Oh, good luck in the Navy, Ninja. Okay. Oh, does Scar need redstone too? I have an insane amount of redstone. They're all in their camera accounts, so I don't even know what they're doing. Okay. Well, I think we have managed to... Here's what we'll do. We will put the dirt that we need to take Scar into here. So this will be separate from everything else, and we'll put our shulker boxes, spruce signs, and chests. Basically, this is going to be our Go Bother Scar kit. Oh, we'll need to bring our dye as well for the sign, which I think I would rather do white than light gray. Scar wanted to trade redstone with you. Really? Oh, I've got a ton of redstone. Hey, welcome, Hamburger Horse. Okay, so feel like we're in good shape now. Oh, I forgot to put the green screen in our offhand so that it chroma keys my shirt properly. Yay, there we go. Ta-da. Okay. Well, does Scar's shop have a redstone buyback program? I don't know how long timeouts are. It's just whatever YouTube defaults to. Cub is selling maps of Area 77. Well, if he's got a, let me go hop on Discord real quick and see if I can send him a message. Okay. No. This is what I get for paying attention to the wrong thing. Everything's gonna be dark and mob-filled. No, bad planning. Scar just logged back on again. Dang it. What? Did somebody just shoot a TNT cannon at me? What? Was it a creeper? Why am I getting this crazy lag, too? Okay, so our tickets from the dispenser blew up. The rails blew up. Stealthy, weak creeper. What causes a creeper to be so weak? That didn't... Is that a booby trap? I didn't take, like, any damage, though. Well, whatever. We'll fix it in a minute. All creepers are weak emotionally. Good point. Hey, thank you, Garvin Dragon. Garvin Dragon writes, do I finish my Asuma or play on my realm? You know, thank you for bringing us to 15 out of $20 toward our next milestone. I think the choice is yours on that, my friend. Well, you know, what I would recommend when I have a choice like that, I kind of stretch out my arms a little bit and I feel like, which muscles do I want to use? Have I overextended myself too much with drawing or with playing games? You know, listen to your body. I'm getting this stupid lag spikes right here. Let me see if I turn down. Is this because of that crazy tall stuff over there, maybe? It normally isn't that bad. Mumbo is not AFK. Asuma might be AFK somewhere silly. Sometimes he builds silly things. Thank you for asking, Lights Camera Lego. I'm doing well. Rights. Maybe the soul sand made the creeper weak. I don't know that soul sand affects creepers. At least not like that. Carvin Dragon says, I usually just use my favorite D20 and also Grow Joe. Well, in that case, let me get somewhere safe so I don't get blowed up again. And we are going to thank you for Garvin Dragon, or thanks to Garvin Dragon's $20 donation. We have cleared 2 more rows of our abacus. Boom. So now we will expand Joe. Do. Howdy, y'all. Grow Hills here. Hanging out in front of my green screen. Check out my green screen tank top. It's even easier to see now. I know some of you don't have the same, like... Oh, hey, there's a doggy. Hello, doggy. Hey, welcome 10 Hades Stamps Raiders. The creeper explosion may have been absorbed by a stronger block. I didn't know if they could do that. Dang it. Okay. Did any of you guys see the trailer for The Mandalorian where they replaced the audio with the audio from Cats? I'm going to pull this up because this is insane. If you think about how much work put into making Cats and how much work put into making the television show The Mandalorian, and then somebody came along. Is that Scar with more TNT? Am I gonna get bombed again? Somebody comes along on Twitter and says, "Hey, I'm gonna take the audio from Cats and just dump it into The Mandalorian, and it's gonna work perfectly." And it took me 15 minutes, and I'm just like, wow, I feel bad for everybody who worked so hard on both of these projects, but also excited for them that they get to be part of something greater than what they intended, but also that the greatest accomplishment or the apogee of the expression of their work is a mashup, which they didn't think about. Yeah, somebody took the audio from the Cats movie trailer and combined it with the video from the Mandalorian trailer. And it works better than it should. It works better than either does alone. Which, once again, must be very upsetting for those people who worked so hard on both of them. Oh, green screen's off. Yeah, it needs to be in our offhand, you're right. Am I a Star Wars fan? No. I've seen most of the movies and I've read about 30 of the novels, but like Star Wars fandom is so exclusive that like I don't feel like it's okay to call yourself, or no, that's the wrong way to say it. I don't feel comfortable calling myself a Star Wars fan because of the sheer number of books that I have not read. It's like, you know, yeah, like I sat next to Timothy Zahn at a convention for 3 hours and Peter Mayhew one time, but like, you know, that's just palling around. That's not fandom. Like, that's the weird thing. That's the weird thing about life, guys, is like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I spent actually several hours a day for 2 days in a row sitting next to Peter Mayhew at a convention in Chattanooga, Tennessee a few years back. He was a cool guy, but like, I mean, I don't think I own any Star Wars clothes. And like, yeah, that's the thing. So like, and the other thing about Star Wars is that like, when I saw the first Star Wars movies, it was like 20 years after they were made. And so they were always a period piece to me. So when I saw the new Star Wars movies, with like Hayden Christensen and Natalie Portman and stuff, they didn't really feel right to me. They felt too modern. And I couldn't really articulate that well at the time because I was a child. But when I've gone back and rewatched the episodes 1 through 3, I enjoyed them a lot more now, like 10, 15 years later than I did then. And so I kind of decided, because like I went and watched those before, I rewatched episodes 1 through 3 before watching the Force Awakens, because I was like, oh, I should try and rewatch these. And I was like, these are so good now compared to how I felt when I watched them. And then I watched The Force Awakens, and I was like, this movie just feels very modern, which once again, isn't Star Wars to me. Star Wars is a period piece. Now, to the people who grew up watching the original Star Wars in the movie theater, Star Wars was always cutting edge, and they want their Star Wars movies to be cutting edge. But I want my Star Wars movies to be from a decade ago or more. So I basically just stopped watching the new Star Wars movies, not because I plan on never watching them, but because I think I'll enjoy them more if I just wait about a decade. I feel the same way about a lot of like remakes and stuff. Am I hyped for The Rise of Skywalker? No, because I haven't seen the one before it, or actually the few before it. I saw The Force Awakens, but I'm like I said, I'm gonna wait until they're all period pieces again, because that's my Star Wars experience. And once again, I feel like if you're not excited to see the new Star Wars movies, are people going to get upset if you call yourself a fan? Probably, so I'm just not going to call myself a fan. I am a fan of the Nashville Predators. I do go to their hockey games whenever I can. I really like Harry Potter. Big fan of the Harry Potter musical. I don't like the Warner Brothers films. But yeah, I mean, I think people should enjoy Star Wars the way that they want to. And for me, that's waiting a couple decades between when they come out and when I watch them. Because, like, I'm trying to think. Let's see. When I saw episode 1 for the first time, I was in middle school, so that would have been in 1999. And then I rewatched it again in, like, 2016 or 2015, and it was way better. Like, it just felt better to me as a film. I feel like the Sonic movies, they made a huge mistake by not using Weird Al's song Amish Paradise in there, because the Sonic games intrinsically, on their most basic level, have always been about the antagonism between nature and technology attempting to consume nature for raw materials rather than allowing it to exist in a self-important way. And so, you know, having that trailer open with Sonic, and you think that they're playing Gangsta's Paradise or whatever, but then he just starts trashing all of Robotnik's technology and you realize it's Amish Paradise, that would have been such a better trailer. And so, honestly, when somebody drops the ball like that, that's usually enough for me to just be like, well, I'll catch it when it's on video. I'm not going to go see that in theaters. Like, it takes a lot to get me hyped enough to go see a movie in theaters. Speaking of which, I saw the Dora the Explorer movie in theaters yesterday, and it is the most... Okay, I don't have the Dora book with me. That Dora the Explorer junior novelization is the greatest single junior novelization of any film I've ever read. And the film itself is based on the same script as the junior novelization. You guys might not realize this, but when they make a junior novelization, they take the script before it's all finished, and they hand it to a writer, and they say, make a junior novel out of this, right? And it's not always going to be exactly one-to-one what the film is. And this book is the weirdest book. It's like Douglas Adams, as my friend Simon Porter put it, it's like Douglas Adams was put in charge of explaining Dora the Explorer. So the book is just absolutely surreal. And then, so I took my daughter to the movie as a reward for reading the junior novelization with me. And the movie is super weird in ways that movies are not normally weird, but also in ways that are not the ways that the junior novelization is weird. I was like, the junior novelization... Sorry, green screen. The junior novelization... it's weird in this Douglas Adams British tonal sense. And the movie is weird in that it's basically... it's framed like a film for children, Which, I mean, objectively, it is a film for children. I'm not going to tell you that it's not a film for children. But the people tasked with making the movie made a very conscious choice at some point to say, we're going to make a film that explores what the concept of suspension of disbelief looks like in relation to the expectations of children. Okay, a lot of times when I go to the movies, I like to break everything down. I'm a very logical person, and I tend to, like, analyze what they're doing with the script, even though I have, like, I'm kind of watching the movie and I'm thinking through, like, okay, why would they do this? Why would they do that? What would be a good next scene here? If I was writing this, how would I have written this? Even though I had read the junior novelization of this and basically knew what was going to happen at any given time, it's way out there in ways that, like, I have a feeling that the guy who was in charge of the junior novelization either looked at either this stuff wasn't in the script at all and they just decided to change a bunch of things in post-production, or it was in the script, but the junior novelization guy was like, there's no way that this won't get edited out. If this is written down, like, he looked at that and said, oh, no, I'll make this weird in my own way, but I'm not going to include the stuff that I know they're going to cut. Because they made some strange choices. I have never been so continuously surprised by a movie. And it's not that the movie doesn't make any sense, because if you watch a movie that doesn't make any sense, you're just like, oh, okay, this is some sort of weird art film that a student made and whatever. It's like, this film is like an ogre. It has layers, and like, you don't expect them to keep peeling back the layers. There were some strange choices made in the production of this film, and it's commercially viable, apparently. They made money off it. So, anyway. Yeah. It's a very, very strange movie. It is possibly the strangest movie I've seen. And I, like, go to weird art films and stuff, but, like, weird art films are strange in ways that are, like, culture. And this is not culture. It's something else. So, yeah, I've watched Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency. It's a good show. I don't want to give examples of how the movie is weird, because when I say that, like, this movie was unpredictable, for me, like, even though I had read the junior novelization with my daughter, the movie was unpredictable and strange. It's the filmmaking choices are unpredictable and strange, and I don't want you to go in there knowing about them if you are going to go see it. I have not Killaleo. Yeah, we're talking about the Dora movie, Odd Apple. It is a weird movie. It is a weird movie. And I'm somebody, I enjoy weird things. It's expanded my perception of what you can do with filmmaking. It's good in ways that it's not just expressing logical. Sometimes when people make a good movie, they follow the rules of cinematography to their logical conclusions and expand on the known corpus of cinematic work in ways that are intriguing and interesting. You know, like they say, like, you know, oh, like Tarantino might have pushed limits with this film or whatever. It's like, this film doesn't acknowledge limits. It's weird. It is weird. Yeah, it's a live-action Dora the Explorer movie. "10 Hades stamps. Familiarize yourself with fair use laws in your country." I can't give people permission to do things without talking to a lawyer, but chances are you might already have permission to do those things whether you ask me or not. So, make up your own mind. These are the joys of parenting, you guys. I would not have even known this existed, probably, if I didn't have a kid. Well, actually, I still would have heard about it on Twitter from my friend who works on the space program, but which he only heard of it because it's insane, but anyway. It's crazy. Maybe I should have done that for the episode. I should just talk about seeing the Dora movie. I feel like that's the thing, though, is part of me is like, well, Nickelodeon's not paying me to talk about their movie, so I'm not going to talk about it in my video. Like, if they really, but like, and I don't do a film review channel, and there's no kickbacks or anything here, but like, part of me is like, well, if they really want that sort of exposure, they should pay for it. Is the sky awake? The sky's awake, so I'm awake. 10 Hades stamps. I'm not going to answer your legal questions for you. That's literally what I just said, is that I'm not going to answer your legal questions for you. Okay. Okay, so we are going to... Oh, maybe Twitter's why my computer's lagging occasionally. Hey, we also got a donation, which came in hopefully not too long ago. Yes, 7 minutes ago from Badger Spanner for $20. So we're going to expand... My Apple Watch is broken, Badger Spanner. I'm waiting. But anyway, yeah, I got it from work as a Christmas gift. And let me tell you one thing about having kids. They're fun. Anyway, expand Joe. Do. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna hold off on replacing it. It was a few years old when it broke, and so I was like, well, I could replace it, but they're only like 2 months out from getting another one. So I'm just gonna. Well, like I said though, I got a few years out of it, and I wore it like every waking hour of the day. So in general, if you can carry something around with you 16 hours a day or 18 hours a day and not have it break for a few years, and I'm pretty rough on electronics in general. Not like in a I'm dropping it down the stairs way, but like just I live a rough and tumble life, you guys. So yeah, so I'm waiting to replace it until they issue a new edition. But yeah. Scar would like the extra redstone. Well, why isn't he telling me? Scar. What time is it? 9:33. I don't think Scar's streaming. He's not online. Also, I think I've outgrown my green screen. Yeah. Oh, man. No wonder people wear makeup during these streams. Whatever. Fun fact about acne, guys. It never goes away. Enjoy being an adult. Indefinitely. I'm terraforming around the roller coaster right now. Which I decided last episode to call the roller toaster because I love it. It's a good name. Okay. Yeah, that's why my hair is swept in front of my forehead. Yay. Hey, welcome you, Navarro. Sapphire, that's exactly the level of complexity in a question that I don't want to have to deal with right now. In theory, that sounds fine, but I haven't thought through the implications, and thinking through the implications of things during streams is not my strong point. So, I'm inclined to say no. There's no reason to say no other than the fact that you asked me when I can't think about it, though. It's not like you screwed up or anything. It's just not a good time for me to make value judgments. Okay. So let's go ahead back to here so we can see if any other alerts come in. Okay. We're going to have to do something with this here. Yep, there's a shovel-made ravine right here. I'm 33 years old. Is there a certain theme to the roller coaster? Yes, dying in lava. I haven't actually poured the lava yet. I've just got pools of the red stuff there. I kind of think it might make some sense to have a lava pool right here as well. Bespoke roller coaster. Oh man, I'm gonna get dehydrated. My beverage is out. Why don't we go ahead and set up over here for a quick hydration break. I think we have time for the sun to set before the mobs spawn. So, here is a song I wrote performed by my brother Sean Hills called My Destinies in Tennessee. It's a rhyme and geography song in which we rhyme the names of Pokemon with the names of places. Hope y'all enjoy it. Time skip.
Folks say to be the very best, you gotta travel across the land. But I'm happy here at pretty good, just out walking with my friends. So you can fly from coast to coast for all the antics events. But my destiny's here in Tennessee, my Pokédex in hand. You run your laps chasing Lickitung in Providence, and you arc your throws for Electabuzz in St. Louis. But when you're lost in Boston seeking Pokestops, boo-hoo, we'll all still be spinning them up on Rocket Top. It's true. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our Togepi's here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Tanglers from Los Angeles. If you're there chasing Charizard, you're making your life way too hard. Clutching garlic, pounding pavement, down Ventura Boulevard. We don't need knitted queens from down New Orleans. I hate to rain on solo you, but parades need a willing crew. All those squirtles on St. Charles saw you wandering and withdrew. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our toga peas here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. We don't need Lapras from Minneapolis or polar bears from Mississippers. There's enough Weedles on Montego. We could evolve a swarm of Beedrill. There's enough Snubble down the shovel. We could team sled with Grumble. We don't need Oregon from out in Oregon or any Pikachus from up in Massachusetts. Sorry, Professor Oklahoma, we'll raid gyms in Tullahoma. Sorry, Pokecoin Palooka, we'll hatch on hikes in Chattanooga. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our toga peas here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace. Well, you can race to catch 'em all and fall flat on your face. We'll hatch our toga peas here in Tennessee at our own predestined pace.
Howdy, y'all. Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. I am just going to get a little rest here. Hope y'all enjoyed that song. It's called My Destinies in Tennessee. Oh, face camera's not back on. There we go. There we are. Okay. So... let's go ahead and... part of me is just like, I just want to get all the brown terracotta in as a baseline. And then... add the detail, add other blocks for detail after that. Yeah, and we'll light the ground up after we get the other blocks in. Alrighty, have a good night, Cal Ruiz. Did Empress leave during the, 1992? Well, I need to look back into that, because we actually, my university cinema actually played Dark Side of the Rainbow in, like on the big screen at the cinema back in 2003, 2002. So it was already pretty far spread by then. So I was very curious to hear more about that, because like that is something that people, my coworkers were talking about that just recently, and they were like, when was that from? Or when did people find that? You know? And I was like, well, it's at least 2003. So, 1992. Assuming that's a legitimate claim, which I want to give you the benefit of the doubt on. I am technically a trained historian, so I'm likely to try to validate that any way I can. Not because I don't trust you, but just to be thorough. But yeah, I was gonna say I'm genuinely curious. If you have any other details you'd like to share, I would love to hear more. Hey, Garvin Dragon, thank you for the $5. That brings us up to 5 out of 15 toward our next face camera expansion. Yeah. I'm especially curious, like, once you discovered the synchronization was worked, what by what mechanisms did you publicize it? Like, how did you promote that with your friends? Or because, like, clearly it caught on. Hey, it's Scar again. Welcome back. There were 5 other people there that day, which is an important clue. Well, I'm not really looking... So just the fact that there were enough other people that were there contributed. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you like the ravine. Empress says one of the people had a radio show, one person was in theater, and one person was in a Pink Floyd cover band. So that's yeah. I mean, this in terms like I said, I'm not trying to in any way doubt the veracity of your statement. I'm just, as a historian, I'm always like, how would I validate that, or how would I verify that? It's going to be called the roller toaster. So Gravity Blunder says, we did the Dark Side of the Rainbow in high school in the early 80s. Brothers did it in the 70s. Okay. Can I make a medium-sized volcano? Okay, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to jump back into recording mode. I kind of want to... Dang it. Let's get the soul sand out. Let's put the green screen away. Dang it, away. Not on the ground. So we don't accidentally break that. Do I want to use redstone lamps? Maybe. Magma blocks. Magma blocks feel right. Soul sand, more magma blocks, get rid of the stone, get some of that. I kind of want to cook some terracotta and let's make some red terracotta and cook it. That seems to be a logical way to do this. Okay. Zach Randolph says, why is your armoire so bad? Well, it's actually just heavy is the real problem. Like, the problem is with any nice furniture, if you make it out of a real strong wood, like, it'll last you forever, but then when you move, you gotta move it up and down the stairs. I mean, other than that, it's a great armoire, but I don't like moving it. It's not even technically mine. It's like my wife's family's armoire, but... Okay. So what we are gonna do now... Okay, is we're going to start the next recording episode thing. Okay. So next recording segment, we're going to turn the face camera off. Start recording. I think we're on Hermitcraft Season 6, Episode 126, Segment Charlie, Take 1. Get some of this out. Alrighty. As folks round the corner here, now the landscape is a little bit more foreboding. You know, we want to give people a certain sense of warning, like, hey, you know, this isn't casual, you know, summer boating. This is going to be, you know, in some countries, verboten. You are not allowed to make roller coasters that are this potentially deadly in a lot of places. That's... You know, local laws are important, and we want to be respectful of them, but we're on Hermitcraft, not anywhere local, except for Hermitcraft. So let's go ahead and enjoy the possibilities of our self-governed local laws as far as we can. Somebody either blew me up earlier with a very stealthy TNT cannon, or a creeper somehow surprised me while I was working on this segment of track. I don't know. But anyway, this part's broken right now. We'll come back to that. Why don't we go ahead and take a quick ride, actually, and I'll show you guys the progress we have made. If we hop on here with our Ameriren Express cart, you'll see we can climb here. This part down here, I still need to replace that green. And we got a whole bunch of green over here. I want to put in some additional lava pools. So this segment is not particularly impressive yet, but that looks a lot better. And then as we climb here, you'll see that we've kind of got that whole segment replaced with terracotta. I'm using the brown terracotta as kind of a base layer, and then I'm going to accent it with magma blocks, lava, black terracotta, just in general. And this mine down here, I think we're going to keep with the traditional... Oh, that is a missing block, so we'll have to deal with that. Whoa, that's not helpful either. And it's about to get dark, and then a million mobs are going to spawn, and then we are going to also hit another creeper or friendly TNT cannon. So why don't we go ahead and escape up and over with my perfect hopping ability. Out of my bed, horse. My turn. Yay! So, what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and experience this side of the track without broken rails getting in our way. As you can see, you would come up out of the ravine here. And then you'd hit this diagonal. So once again, once we get some lava pools in, some more soul sand for accents, magma blocks. Yeah, I think that this whole thing is just going to feel a lot more atmospheric. And then you'll end up back here at the beginning, which currently doesn't exist. Yay! Sometimes progress involves getting blown up. I don't know that that's a generally extensible lesson to other places in life, but whatever. We're learning things about life on Hermitcraft, at least. Let's just go ahead. So, like I said, this area here, I've got this big brown terracotta area in general. And then what I was kind of thinking is I could almost start, like, applying the black terracotta in some sort of pattern. Like, maybe I could spiral outward, kind of like... just kind of swinging my pickaxe as I wander around here. And then in any of the places where the pickaxe hits, I'll just replace them. Whoops. with the darker color terracotta. And that'll just kind of give us a little bit of a naturalistic flow to it. Kind of comparable to kind of flicking a paintbrush around. Just kind of seeing how it goes. I wonder if there are other ways to apply kind of a paint splatter effect in Minecraft. Maybe if we threw flame or shot flaming arrows or something. This feels like it could have been done a little bit better though. This is very experimental stuff here. We are pushing the limits of Minecraft terraforming technology. Okay, so we're going to just kind of keep replacing these blocks as we go. And then let's go ahead and fly back up here and see if that looks any better now. It kind of looks like a screaming face. That's probably not bad. It's not what I was trying to do. But we do want people to be terrified in general by the premise or by the possibility of death on the coaster. And you know what? Also, just kind of swinging through here and putting in some magma blocks as well might give us a little bit of some highlights that are going to be, you know, maybe not for children. Letting your children near the magma blocks may result in some burnt toesies, which, you know, not really optimal parenting. Gonna recommend against the burnt toesies. Okay. So we kind of got these, like, sweeping brush strokes almost here. If we come back up this way, let's look at it from up here. Yeah, see, that looks a little bit more foreboding now. I think that we need to do a few more kind of passes on this where we start in different places as we sweep across. So, like, we had started with the same center point for the first two attempts. And now we're going to start with a different center point here. And that's going to kind of give us these sense of, we don't want concentric circles. We want, like, kind of overlapping circles to some degree. So if we said, you know, like over here, we're going to just kind of sweep. There we go. Whoops. These things don't have to be perfect. You know, I'm sure some of you guys are just like, Joe, this seems like a really personal and emotional way to terraform. It seems like there's a lot of emotion that might be, you know, more negative here that you're trying to express. Like, this doesn't feel like, you know, good times with Scar or happy, fun terraforming time. This feels like you're just trying to really put something out there on a deep level. And you know what? I gotta say, guys, it's been a few months now since the Hermitcraft prank war, but, you know, some people, after something like that, they just kind of move on. And other people internalize it, and, you know, it can really impact them day to day in ways that they're not necessarily even able to vocalize or comprehend. And so sometimes art can give us a way to kind of just express ourselves in a way that will help us realize that maybe my feet were already on fire. I just couldn't feel it. So here we go. Look at that. That feels vaguely naturalistic, but also it's clearly not something that... It's when Scar makes terrain and terraforms it, it usually feels like an extension of Minecraft's texture system. This does not. This is something else. And that's good, because we're all our own people, and we all have our scars. Time skip. I don't know if I actually wanted to time skip there, but I was like, I'm not going to do better than that line. Stop recording. Here we go. You weren't there, man. This is the real bad times with Scar. Okay. This feels a lot better. Now, what I want to do is I think I want to set up a few water channels. Initially, they're going to be water channels, and then they'll actually, for real, be lava channels. For like... Oh, wait, that's a ghost block. Is there a compilation of the times the hermits committed war crimes? I hope not, because that's legally the definition of evidence. And we try to avoid evidence here. Okay, yeah, there's... I guess I actually can't go down that. I do need to fix the rail down there. Campfires to give us... So the smoke comes out. Do campfires mess with the frame rate real badly, though? Why do I have so many hoppers over here? I never have any hoppers when I need them, and apparently I just put a bunch of them over here for some reason. Burnt wood can become ashy. I think having campfires could be really cool. They call us client-side lab, not server lag. Okay, well, here's what we're going to do. I actually have an interesting idea for campfires. What is the recipe for campfires? What do I need? Somebody tell me what I need to make campfires. Because the Minecraft wiki is full of ads, and I hate it. If I start typing camp... Oh, hey, I can see it this way. I need charcoal, stripped... Okay, I need 3 logs, 3 sticks, 1 coal. Dang it, horse, go wait over here. So, Ozothoth didn't mean to give me this idea. So, don't give him credit for it. Because he'll never let me forget it. But we're going to go ahead, make 3 campfires. I know how to make a fire in real life. I don't know how to make a fire in Minecraft. The fire triangle is, of course, you need fuel, you need heat, and you need an oxidant. It's the easiest for us to just use, natural oxygen for our oxidants here. But when you're trying to do any sort of space-based combustion in a vacuum or whatever, you need to bring your own oxidant and blend it with your fuel in order to cause combustion. Okay. Yeah, if you can't find your own oxidant, store-bought is fine. Thank you, Anna Galena. That's pretty good. If you can't produce your own oxidant, store-bought is fine. Okay. So. Here's what we're going to do. Where's the signs? Hey, is Ken still here? I'm trying to Google what the word for warning is in Norway. And I know you looked it up for that sign on the Discord server. Peligroso is danger in Spanish. I'm trying to switch to other languages now, and I'm not doing well. It's a really long word, so it's okay if you don't remember it, but it would be nice. Okay, well, we're just going to go with German. What other languages can I do with this keyboard easily? We'll just say alert. Okay. So now we're going to use our yellow dye. Okay. So now we are going to put our 3 campfire. Where's our campfires? Okay. So we're going to start the face camera. Start recording again. There's a longer word than Ardvarsel is the thing. Okay. So after taking my emotions out on the terrain, I've decided to set things aflame. Here's what we're going to do. I put down a bunch of signs in the ground in this pit. It's just kind of a warning to others. Now you might say, Joe, why do you need so many warnings to others? What's going to be so bad about this pit? Well, we're going to fill it with lava. And, I don't know, maybe the smoke is going to keep coming out of there. Hey, it did. Is that a fluke, or is it going to keep coming out of there indefinitely? It looks like it's going to keep coming out of there indefinitely. So that means we can then round out the pit a little bit, kind of just make it feel a little bit less, kind of weird. Because right now it's kind of weird. Let's give it a little flow, There we go. Check that out. I'm sure somebody more talented than me came up with this as well, but I'm proud of myself for figuring it out. I'd seen somebody use lava over signs for a minecart trick, and I was like, I wonder if I could do the same thing, but with logs and campfires. And it turns out you can. So, there you go. And if somebody ever falls in there, they can go read those signs as they burn to death. The signs say danger. So, that's helpful. Okay. Now, is that smoke even going to be visible as you descend here? Yeah. I mean, we don't need to overdo it. That's pretty good for a little lava pool. We can just hop this way. Oh, and we can break our feet. And then we can hop back this way. Yeah, so as you descend down there, yeah, that's good. That's going to look great. And that's exactly how I intended to use that rocket. There is no remorse or regret on my end at this point. Yeah, okay, so as you swing up here, let's see how that looks. Up we go. Oh, there you go. There's some lava in that lava pool. I might even want to go back through and add little campfires to all of these lava pools. I mean, there's a good reason I haven't filled them with lava yet. It's because I didn't want to die all the time while I was working. But yeah, this is a good start. So let's go ahead and kind of just keep generally punching up the landscape. We're going to keep adding some lava magma blocks. We're going to keep adding... Hey, there's some squids for some ink to make the darker color terracotta. We got plenty to do. And plenty of time to do it in. Especially if we time skip. Oh no, this day's over. Oh, it's 10:10 at night. Dang it. Day's not over. Why does it look like the day's over? Whatever. Face camera on. Okay. The sign should say green at work. That'd be funny. Okay. Hey, Garvin Dragon, thank you for the $5. Who writes, when Halloween comes around, will you do another episode with your daughter? Probably not. We've talked about ideas for that, and I don't think they translate directly into an episode. We are already discussing it, but I don't think that the end result of our collaboration will be the... It won't be like last year, let's just say. Let's see. How long are you planning on doing your live streams for? I don't know, 2 or 3 decades. Pretty much indefinitely. I mean, yeah. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like there's... Okay, there's the ink I was looking for. Okay, so... we can swing back by here and make black terracotta from some of this brown terracotta. We can put the buckets away in the stack of buckets. Oh, come on, there was a stack of 10 buckets here somewhere. This is so unorganized. I regret everything about it. There it was. Welcome, Slacker Cubed. I'm glad you're enjoying the live stream. Okay, so we're just going to take our pick and kind of sweep across there. There we go. Kind of get that slice into the earth. Do the same kind of... There we go. Kind of sweep across here. Yeah, that was an interesting cut. Okay, so we're going to do these. Whoops. Well, we'll cut that one too. Now it's getting dark. Okay. Joe has bad storage and is terraforming. Is he coming for Scar's job? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be running Concorp in a day. Okay. Okay. While I mess with this, I'm going to put a song I wrote on called Lines. Hope you like it.
Power line to convey a certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all downtown. Lines of connection, communication, not the borders of boundaries that slice and dice a nation. Divided by the chalk lines of disreputable history, past failures are laid out as we shrug with absent mystery. Those bodies left behind us while we amble on ahead, fearful of the wrong things from newspapers unread. Before I tell you what to do, or you try to tell me, let's all see what's been done and where we could have been. By knowing what's before us, the path might clear ahead, and focus on new obstacles uncharted by the dead. Power line from a gurgling turbine, a telephone line from a quiet room, a metro line from across the city. Maybe we'll all raise our glasses soon. They say across the fence line the grass is always verdurous, but we're not corralling cattle, fearing wranglers about the murders. When we look out past dividers, we're unsurprised to see more folks erecting fences, becoming detainees. Before I worry about you or you worry about me, let's all dwell on ourselves, we're the private enemy, becoming who we're meant to, virtuous and creative. We won't dread the different, the strange or unrelated. A power line to convey certain brilliance, a telephone line to carry a voice, a metro line to bring us all, to bring
No! Apparently that can happen. Dang it. Apparently, if all of it underneath there gets blown up, that's how that breaks. Okay. Hmm. So it's like I need to replace these one at a time here. Dang it. If you remove them all, then the thing collapses. That's frustrating. Although this part of the track actually did need to be kind of redone anyway. But still, it's... Okay. Someone says, I love Lions. It's in my top 5. Our album only has 5 songs. Okay. This is one of people's top 5 favorite Joe Hill songs, along with the 4 others. Where's my body? I've got a green screen tank top on. I'm very awesome. Oops. Okay. Yeah, sorry. Once I kind of get into a rhythm on this stuff, it's hard for me to... I'm just trying to, like, get as much done as I can quickly so that we can get to the next recording segment. Lucifer Sheen says, that tank top is one of the best things I've seen on YouTube. Thank you, Lucifer. Thanking Lucifer is not a normal habit of mine. That was an interesting sentence. People have funny names on the internet. Okay. Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed the song. I wrote it. My brother performed it. I think I'm going to put on Cogs real quick while I just kind of... Because this is a quick one. 1:30 while I think.
I put the cogs into the box and then I've got another load. After a while my arms will get tired and then this job will blow. But I could be replaced by a machine that does my work in half the time. But I don't know where I'd go, 'cause I prefer putting cogs into the box. Now I've got another load. Only just a few more hours and then I'm free to go. But I can't cease in questioning if I really have a home. It makes me sick to think of it, 'cause I prefer
It's funny because every time the music ends, I want to do the station identification thing, because usually I would play music while I was on a break, and then I'd be like, back from the break, and I'd be like, howdy y'all, Joe Hill's here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. And I'm like, no, I was just playing that music while I did some quick terraforming. Not exactly the same, but still fun. Is Scar back again? Oh, good. That squid respawn. That was the big thing. I was like, how do I get these squid to respawn? So we really need ink for the black terracotta. How much of that have we gotten? 6? That's not too bad. I'm going to replace this sand with soul sand. This is kind of a weird rise here. Maybe I'm going to get rid of this as well. Just as I eyeball it, it doesn't feel right. So why don't we bring some of that in here like so. Okay. Have I considered skulls around the wasteland? Yeah, that'd be good. Skulls would be good. I was thinking about zombie skulls initially, but I was like, the color is going to be too green. But yeah, maybe using wither skulls would look cool. Maybe I could buy a bunch of wither skulls from Miskull. He has skull in his name. I'm sure he has plenty. That's the only reason I would approach him instead of the other hermits over this. Okay. Welcome first-time viewers. This is a Joe Hills stream. I'm Joe Hills. This is Hermitcraft. It's an invite-only Minecraft server to which I do not control the invites. We are broadcasting live from Nashville, Tennessee. I play some music here sometimes that I wrote, my brother performs. So if you ever hear a song you like, it's probably from our album Sean Hills Sings Joe Hills, which is a great name for an album in which Sean Hills sings the collected works of Joe Hills, in my opinion. But I don't know how many of you guys went out and watched that video made by Brendan Adkins the other day. Actually, I do. It was about 500 of you because somebody asked what I thought was the funniest video on YouTube, and I promoted something a friend of mine had made, and it went from having 115 views to like 500 or 615 views. So, but there's a great line in there where it's like, now technically we don't have any formal training in hypnosis, but neither did Betsy Ross, and she made the flag. And I keep thinking about that. That's just such a good, that is some quality humor right there. That is a construction-wise, I like that joke a lot. And so I don't know. I'm gonna find I want to pay homage to that joke somehow. That's not just ripping it off, and that's gonna be in the back of my mind for the next few weeks. So keep an eye out for that. Well, welcome, Woolith Mammoth. I'm glad you are enjoying the roller coaster progress. Scar's back. Yay, Scar. Do. Good times with Scar are at arbitrary times. They don't follow a predetermined schedule. Scar times. Unpredictable Scar times. They're delectable Scar times. Who knows when the next one will be? When will we see? Good times with he who is Scar. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. This is... Welcome to a YouTube thing. I make videos. Okay, so this... Oh, that actually should have been there. Then we'll... Actually, that might be better off as that. When did this turn into Blue's Clues with Joe Hills? Since I got the green screen? Whose scars? Scars, scarves. I don't actually have a green screen scarf. That doesn't show up at all. Okay. I was gonna say I kind of do have a green screen scarf, but it's not practical. Like, it's not better than any of my other green screen alternatives. So, yeah, there's that. Hey, welcome Jennifer Haley. Okay. For some reason, my phone is making my headset make noise. It's not supposed to do. I need to get better shielding on this cable or something. It's having more lately, and I don't know why. Probably because I've been... I used to not bring my phone into the booth when I was recording, and I've started doing that more, and that's probably it. It's probably proximity. And now I'm in a pit. It's not a metaphor, but it could be. Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, I got distracted looking at Rhyme Zone while the bed went to sleep. But also, I noticed that when I loaded up Rhyme Zone, it's now trying to sell me cult robes. So, whatever you guys are posting in the fan fiction things, apparently, or whatever, is getting picked up by Google. So, thanks. Okay. Anyway. I was trying to find a good word that rhymed with server. Because I look over, like, normally, I've used the internet for so long, I mentally filter out ads. But out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, why is it recommending me dresses? Oh, no. Bowie Ram says you're fat. No, okay, guys, look, I have been working hard on this body. Check this out, okay? Look at that. This stomach, this is, solid, I don't... Come on, Bowie Ram. No need to call me out. I think you can practically see through me. Really. Like. Anyway. Abs of steel. Exactly. Thank you, Matty. My health is so clear. Okay, so let's take some of these ink sacs. Man, I'm just... Yeah, I've got those glass abs. Okay, so here's what we're actually going to do. We're going to go grab more, we're going to go grab more terracotta. So we'll leave the ink sac there. We'll take that with us. We won't take that. We probably won't need the torches. We might need the fireworks. Am I out of fireworks entirely? No. 12, 16, that's, as the kids would say, no good. 15, flat duration, 3 fireworks. I really thought I had more fireworks at some point, but maybe not. Not a lot anyway, okay. Anyway, so what I got distracted by before people were commenting on my stomach was I was thinking like, oh, it'd be funny to do a parody of the Treme opening theme about Hermitcraft. But like I was like, the thing is that Treme has 2 syllables and Hermitcraft has 3. So we're already 1 complexifier in right there. So I was like, the word server only has 2 syllables. So I could do something like with that, but maybe I should do hermits. Hanging with the hermits. And then so then what rhymes with hermit? You could do like burn it, learn it, churn it. Is it back to Rhyme Zone so it can sell me more things? Did I already go past? Dang it. I don't think I did. Am I going the wrong way? I'm so lost now, you guys. I definitely overshot it. Gotta pay attention to my objectives or I won't achieve them. That's not in any way a life lesson for anyone else. You all can just pay no attention to where you're going and it'll be fine. Hanging with the... Let's see. Hanging with the hermits. Building without permits. Way high up to the sky. In front of our friends. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to... The thing is, you can't take the boat with you because the server doesn't register boats somehow in a dumb way that I can't explain. Hanging in the trim, watching people sashay past my steps, by my porch, in front of my door. Church bells are ringing, choirs are singing, while the preachers groan, and the sisters moan in that blessed tone. Down in the tram, just me and my baby, we're all going crazy while jumping and having fun. I don't think that's the real lyrics. I don't think it's while jamming and having fun. I thought it was bunk jumping, which is like, maybe I don't know. Yeah, the server can't handle the boats. Now I need a nautical word that rhymes with truth, so I can yell, you want the nautical word that rhymes with truth? You can't handle the nautical word that rhymes with truth. Yeah, I'm not wearing the green screen suit in the summer. I was having some serious heat exhaustion problems, you guys. Gotta know my limits. I got my green screen tank top for the summer months, like a responsible adult. Wow, there's a lot of gold here. This is a really good vein of gold. That's startling. Why is that thing covering slot 3 in the hotbar? You mean my arms? You know, in fairness, as I think this through, I can get some of the yellow ones and then dye them black instead of only dyeing the brown ones black. Oh, and I do like the red ones for using for the lava effect. I'm not going to dye my hair for the green screen. Because then you wouldn't be able to see my hair. That's the whole point of having hair. Is to keep you warm in ways that are enjoyable for people to see. Okay, we gotta get to a bed quickly. We are gathering brown terracotta. Hopefully that open door doesn't come back to haunt me. Okay. Did I leave any terracotta down here? Probably wouldn't have. May as well check. Let's dump off some of the blocks we don't need, just in case we want them later. Ooh, 64 arrows. I should probably put those upstairs somewhere. Hey, welcome to Three Pukas. Enjoy your recreation, Ashton Muse. Any of this useful for what I'm doing? Not really. Oh, I did plant all this to harvest each time I came back here, though. So I should actually do that. Okay, so there we go. We got some paper now. Paper making stuff. Somebody says, Joe, shrubs. I don't know if I want shrubs. Why would I want so many shrubs, guys? They're gonna make it look like things used to live there. And then died. My point is to remind people that there is no life there. Only death. It doesn't fit with the theme I'm going for, you guys. I have a coherent, cohesive vision that shrubs do not fit into. Okay, so yeah, I think we're good on all this stuff. Let's throw this stick away and pick up these, and then we'll get out of here. Hey, welcome, Gray Aaron. We are collecting blocks to build block stuff with. Minecraft, I guess. As one does. Can't shop at Sahara with no money. Welcome, Ann Terranova. We are in the process of setting up a roller coaster. And it needs to be kind of themed. So I'm putting terracotta down around it. Okay. Bye, boat. Thanks. Oh. Good job, Minecraft. Good job. We're just going through the portal. Whatever. It's fine. Okay. Yeah, the track is clear at least. What you want, a boat? Yeah, so this is why we were gathering all that stuff, so we can cover the green parts here. Make them a little less green. An immaterial boat trapped inside your wall. Who you gonna call? Neat Scholar. That was a good one, Neat Scholar. I personally enjoyed that. I'm doing well, Gray Aaron. Thank you for asking. There is no next stream schedule. Everything in life is a constant disjointed mess, and we just do our best to make sense of it as much as we can at a local level. You know, one of the fun things about everything is that it makes more or less sense depending on the scale you're operating at. And none of this really makes too much sense. But it's what I do because it's what makes sense at the time. When will it make sense at the time next? I don't know. That's a big question. I'm not prepared to answer it right now. Oh, Yendor, I actually thought about doing a lava lake you could fall through, and I ended up experimenting with that with campfires over here, actually. I do play D&D some, but it's hard to get a consistent schedule when you have kids and don't have like a... Yeah, lot of... My schedule's just terrible. So I play one-offs here and there, but I don't have a group every week. So yeah, I realized I could put campfires underneath signs underneath this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see some grass down there. We're gonna slowly alleviate the burden of life from these simple soils. One less thing to worry about. Will the lava burn the scaffolding? No, fire tick is disabled on this server for some reason. There's a lot of decisions like that that get kind of made, and I'm just like, well, okay. It's fine, I guess. I think it's more fun then, because then when people download this map that takes them like 3 hours to download, and then it immediately burns the whole server down while FireTick lags out their computer. It's like, yep, we thought this through. Hulk Plays Roblox says, Joe, is there a website where I can try to play on this server? Nope, this is an invite-only server, and I don't control the invites. Oops, Dang it, I did not want to do that. Oops. Yeah, the paintings are hung up in my hermitage. This project is just so big. I just want to make so much progress on it. But I also have to wake up in 7 hours now, so I should probably end this episode. Okay, so... last episode we thanked Alex. I don't think we've thanked Zeus Awoken yet this month, so what we're going to do is... that's all gone poorly. We're going to turn night into day. We're going to record our outro and a poem. Now, with the poetry, at this point, we're producing so many videos that are mid-roll ad free thanks to the poems. I'm actually going to loop back and start rereading some of the older poems because I have enough to put a book of poetry together, and I want to start hyping up some of the older poems that I read like 2 or 3 years ago when I first started the program. Some people who just joined the YouTube, like, we got a lot of new subscribers in the last few months. Okay, if you say the word Roblox like 80 times, you're gonna get banned. I just don't know why you're saying that. So, hey, Jennifer Haley, glad you're enjoying the stream. So, anyway, we've had an influx of new viewers lately, so I'm gonna read some of the old poems mixed in with the new stuff. Yeah, the face camera gets bigger every time we hit a $20 donation milestone. We're currently $10 toward our next face camera milestone. But, yeah, let's go ahead. I was really hoping to get further before we did the outro, but it's just getting too late to reasonably do all this. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some calls for feedback on the terraforming in the outro. Thank you, Hulk Plays. I appreciate the sub. We don't have a staff. It's us. It's an artist collective. Why? I need to get this out of my offhand. That's just making trouble for me. Okay. People can have jobs within an artist collective without necessarily being in charge of those things. They can, or there's a difference. People aren't used to distributed power structures, and that's like a whole topic for a separate thing. But, yeah. Where was it? Who's on the server? Me and Asuma right now. Hey, welcome, Lego D Rich Kid. Okay, we're going to turn the face camera off, and we're going to start recording our next segment. Start recording Hermitcraft Season 6, Episode 126, Segment Foxtrot? Take 1. Okay. Where's my hotbar? There we go. Let's go ahead and just fill this with these. As you can see, my hotbar is well and... Nah, that's not a good way to frame that. I put in a... No, that's not energetic enough. I missed a donation. Who did I miss a donation from? If I did, it was like 25 minutes ago. Because I scrolled back up and I didn't see it. And, okay. Let's start this one in the air. See, I don't like the approach on that. As you can tell, there's still a lot of area around here that we're going to have to heavily terraform. I would love it if y'all could leave as many YouTube comments about terraforming techniques and thoughts as you would like to in the comment section of this video. I have started figuring out where the waterfalls are going to be, / lava falls. I have started figuring out roughly the texture I want to go with here. I think I'm going to be able to reuse this trick some. But we do have a few places, all around here, that we just have a lot of work to do. I'm thinking of adding some decorative structures as well. Not sure exactly what those will look like. Or maybe I should just leave this half of the island open for somebody else to open another ride. Although the entrance path doesn't really... It would be hard to get over here from the main Hermitland area. So I kind of feel like I should just use this. What do you guys think? Use this for another ride? Sell it to another hermit? It's not really my land to sell. Or just expand this out more. I'd love to hear what you guys think in the comments section. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. You may have noticed that this episode was mid-roll ad-free. And in this case, that was thanks to $50 a month Patreon sponsor Zeus Awoken. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising. Whoa, after I get done falling off of these things. I'm not done. Now I am. Okay, so let me pull up the poem. Should have had that prepared. Didn't. I think when we go back in time on the poetry, let's go ahead and read this one. This poem is called Bargaining. The Tennessee State Lottery is a bargain for anyone who needs a daily reminder God doesn't favor them. A $2 lesson, a ward against exceptionalism, repeated routinely. God will never let you play to win. Work for it. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Okay, stream, that is not the end of the stream. That is the end of the recording for that episode. So we're going to hit stop recording. We're going to turn the face camera back on. Hi, still here. So, let's see. Assume is AFK. He's asleep. It's super late right now. So, what are we doing? Mentally re-engaging with the process of not being in the middle of a Hermitcraft episode. I've been in the middle of this Hermitcraft episode for 3 days, 4 days. Hey, welcome, 10 Volume. Welcome, Space Dorito. Welcome, Myrtle Cat. Glad to see you. Thank you, Fuzzle. Glad you enjoyed the poem. Yeah, when I'm recording, I'm not acknowledging the chat. Do I know that Joe said my content is only for mature audiences? Well, you can be mature at any age. As long as you understand that the world is harsh and cruel and people can be kind and good, and the worse the world is to people, the more important it is for us to be kind and good. That's a lot of people associate youth with naivete, and one of the most difficult things about living in a society as fortunate as ours is raising children to understand the fullness of how unsafe the world is, not in an, oh no, someone's going to steal my car sense, but like in a sense of people are not all as lucky as many Americans. And, there's the stereotypical thing from 60s TV shows of like, kids are starving in India, eat your food. And like, telling kids that other kids are starving in India, eat your food doesn't teach them about why people are starving in India, what went wrong with British colonialism. Arguably, colonialism was a big part of it, but you should blame the British too. There's a bit of both. When I look at what's wrong with British colonialism and try to explain it to my children, one day there will be children. One day. Not yet. But, yeah. How do you explain this? And it's one little day at a time. Scar's here. Yay, Scar. Let's see. Thank you, Noah Tester. Yeah, a lot of people don't have the same opportunities as we do, and we need to be considerate of that. Like, I'm working as hard as I can to make sure that people in my family have the best opportunities they can. But there are some people who wouldn't even have the opportunity to do that work. So, okay. Well, you are banned now, Tom Malone. Okay. Yeah, let's make this real simple. People's opportunities and rights should not be based on their place of origin or their skin color or anything like that. Realistically, the structures and systems that we have in place in most countries are going to be biased heavily one way or another, and we need to understand how those biases were built into those rule sets historically in order to adjust those rule sets to improve life for everybody. So, that is what I was trying to say. I think it's pretty straightforward, but explaining these things to children, like, hey, here's why it's important that we pay our taxes, but also here's why some of the things that the government spends those taxes on isn't good. Here's how those choices were made over the last 2 centuries, and there's a lot going on there. So I don't even know why how did we get onto this? Oh yeah, because somebody said Asuma claimed my streams were too mature or something. Or not too mature, but just mature. They were for mature audiences. Yes, my streams are for people that aren't going to say stupid racist stuff. So my streams are definitely not for immature audiences. Tell you that. Like, as somebody who explains this stuff to a 7-year-old all the time, I can tell if your questions are genuine, good-natured naivete, or if you're just being a jerk on the internet. I don't have time for jerks on the internet. Because at the point where you're a jerk on the internet, you might be a paid Russian troll, and you know who's not paying me to make your job easier? Anyone. I have no interest in seeing Vladimir Putin be successful at literally anything he does, and if you act like somebody who might be working for him, I am not going to make your job easier. you're gonna get banned immediately. And if you're like, but I'm not a Russian troll. Well, here, let me tell you something. If you're acting like a Russian troll, if you are acting like a paid foreign agent who is making my stream worse in order to push a political agenda, it doesn't matter to me whether you actually are a paid foreign agent, because you're making my stream worse by pushing an agenda that I don't agree with. And you're gonna be gone. I think it's pretty simple, but whatever. This is a family-friendly stream because families need to talk about inequality in order for the world to improve. Families need to talk about history and violence and terror because ignoring these things doesn't make them go away. Okay, KillILIO has just posted something straight out of Darmok, Tumblr, in 2017, when they banned Russian agents. Politics are not for people who are greedy for power. Westminster, Connecticut. Politics affect everyone. You can't avoid them. If you think you are avoiding them, you are ignoring them, and they are not getting better without your help. It's not all about running for office and getting elected. It's about the decisions that are made that affect the people in your community who can't always do a great job of speaking for themselves, you know? There's no such thing as no more politics. No such thing. If talking about people who make my stream worse is political, like, how is it not on topic for me to talk about people who are getting banned in this stream for saying stupid stuff? If people want to come in here and be racist or parrot Russian talking points, they're not going to be allowed back. I don't work this hard on this to let people show up here and just waste everyone's time. Also, asking if someone is a boy or girl is not nice. That's not a helpful, constructive conversation thing. Yeah, so... Yes, so if Asuma says my streams are for mature audiences, I don't disagree. They're not for immature audiences. And the audience of this stream doesn't get a pass just because they think I'm too busy to read the chat. If people are coming in here saying things, being jerks, they're gone. Thank you, Osprey's World. I enjoy these streams too. Sufficiently advanced trolling is indistinguishable from being a foreign agent. So, basically, if somebody's like, but I'm just being a funny troll, it's like, I don't care. The better you are at trolling, the more likely it is that you're actually not just trolling. So, you're gone. What variety of belly button do I have? American. Welcome, Endercone. Glad you're enjoying your lesson. Kitten Gaming Studio says sometimes you need to ask people for what pronouns they'd prefer. Okay, asking somebody what pronouns would you prefer versus saying, are you a boy or a girl, is a different statement, okay? Like, there are all sorts of very hard-working people here who would not appreciate being called a boy or a girl, regardless of how they identify gender-wise. Bienvenido a mi videojuego, Esteban Quivera, or Severa. Does anyone know what the what the Spanish word for like live stream or let's play is? What do people actually call let's plays in Spanish? I'm guessing it's not just like, how would you even say like juegamos? Juegamos. If that's actually what they call let's plays, I'm just gonna. That's great. Thank you, 10 Volume November, for subscribing on Mixer. I am mostly terraforming around the roller coaster at the time, or at the moment. We use the same English terms, we're Americanized. My apologies, Salvador Acosta. Yeah, okay, the purple cow is now banned because saying racist things in Russian is just as bannable as saying racist things in English. Like, if you don't think that I don't know how to translate, like... Yeah, Purple Cow's not a Russian spy, but Purple Cow is a racist, so they're gone. Thank you, Noah Tester. I appreciate you subscribing. I'm building a roller coaster, and I am in the process of terraforming around it. Transmisión en vivo is live stream. Do they actually use the word vivo to mean like live as in transmitting? Like, in America, we say, like, a cable with electricity running through it would be a live wire, but like, I don't know that they say, like, that. Danke, Sebastian. Okay. Like, they don't necessarily use the word for river or stream, like water stream. So yeah, we are mostly just trying to get this all terraformed here at this point. Directo. My golden pants are about to break. Oh no, but they have protection 2 and unbreaking 2. How will I ever replace them? My only opportunity to ever be well pantsed, I guess. Okay, so. They actually do say el cable está vivo to mean live wire. That's interesting. So I think I'm going to leave this side intact, but this part here needs to go. This is looking way better already. And then this over here is just looking great. I got to get that slice right there. How about cooking the gold ore? Oh, that's also a good idea. I forgot that this part is broken. And I didn't bring any extra track with me. I do know Doc M77. This is Hermitcraft. He plays on this server. Okay. And there's a lag spike there for some reason. Okay. So yeah, let's get the gold cooking so we can have our carrots. Asuma's definitely asleep, you guys. There's no way that he's awake right now. It is too late in the UK. I've been on Discord calls with Asuma once it gets to be like 10 o'clock his time. He is tired. This guy works hard. So he's not up this late. He's done. Okay, so we're gonna put the gold ore in there. Okay. Lag spike probably means Scar just went through a portal. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, he might be waking up. It is 5 a.m. there. That's true. Sun's rising. Wow, we actually used almost all of our brown terracotta already. The big goal here is that next time Rendog logs in, I want him to see something cool. I don't want his racetrack to look like it's got a lazy neighbor. So just getting some of this foundational work in here. It's going to be helpful. Okay. Well, I think I'm actually going to call it a night now. I wanted to just try and get a few extra minutes in if I could. But, like I said, I gotta wake up about 7 hours. I tried to relax this weekend, you guys. I really did. I didn't do a good job. It's just like, it's always something, though. So part of me now is like, okay, well, I feel like I should just keep working because I want to get as much done as I can, but that's not productive in the long term because I got the whole week ahead of me, and I didn't get enough rest to really be able to justify working through the night or even working into the night. So we are going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Let's go somewhere safe to log out. I'm glad I didn't fill that with lava already. Let's go up here. It's yeah, this is coming out pretty well. And that'll be even better once we get the other stuff in there. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring. Oh, I should play you off with the music that I wrote, performed by my brother Sean. Here's a song now.
Send me away via subspace. Beam me a message from home. Cast me a hello in hollow. Tell me I'm not all alone. The corridors are narrow and the rations miss the mark as we fly like Xeno's arrow past the sparkles in the dark. I think of home and what I miss is picnics in the park. So send me away via subspace. Chat me a line or two. 'Cause though we grow distantly, relativistically, I'm